All right, so what I wanted to talk today about was my experience with CR England. I went down there to get my CDL. I live in Billings, Montana. The number don't hire from this area, but for the right price, it's 3 grand. It's kind of expensive, but a lot of other schools are more expensive. So I decided to go with CR England. They bussed me down to Salt Lake City. If you research CR England, you're going to find a lot of negative stuff. Everyone thinks that they're a scam. It's this big bad company. I was there. I wasn't there that long. I'll get into that later about what I'm doing now. But my experience with Sierra England wasn't all that bad. My recruiter did tell me I could go home for Christmas. Um, that did not happen. It's kind of upsetting about that. But before I left, I asked my recruiter at when do I need to start so that I can be home for Christmas? And he said that December 6th. If I start December 6th, I can be home for Christmas. No ifs, ands, or buts. He assured me of this. December 6th, I started the school, and I was top gun. I got A's on all the tests. I got into the flex program, which is where you get to drive your second week. You go out with another trainer, and you basically drive a truck and deliver a bunch of loads. So it was pretty neat. I got to do an advanced program. Top Gun is where you're the lead student of everyone else. We had 55 people, 49 graduated, which is apparently pretty high. A lot of the other classes don't have quite as high a retention. We only had one or two people leave because they couldn't pass a drug test. The hair testing is random. It is not everyone does it. Everyone will do a piss test. They do your blood pressure, sight, vision. Make sure you can turn your head at least 90 degrees, left and right. You can bend. You can duck crawl under a trailer. You can basically do the things that you need to do the job right. So after that was all said and done, so I did the school, got my CDL. Um, it was the week before Christmas. I started asking everybody, hey, how do I get home? How do I get to see my family for Christmas? Because I know that all you guys are going to do that. You are going to get to go home for Christmas, and I need to know how I get to mine. And I got no answer. I couldn't get a single answer out of anybody about for sure. I could take a bus home. I could drive home. I could fly home. I could catch a truck somewhere else, maybe in Montana or something like that. I got no answers. So basically, I got to spend Christmas in Atlanta, Georgia, eating Chinese food because that's where the load was that day. My New Year's was spent in Forest City, Arkansas, chowing down on some Pizza Hut and a beer that I was able to buy at a convenience store, and we spent the night there in Forest City, Arkansas, for New Year's. That was pretty shitty. Not what I was expecting, anyways. But overall, if it wasn't for that, it actually wouldn't have been a bad experience at all. Um, you learn a lot of stuff. You learn it very quickly. If you're not if you're not easily taught, or if you can't pick up things fast, it's probably not the best program for you. It's really, really, really on the ball. Um, I mean, within your first 3 days there, you're getting your permit. You're taking permit tests. So what I did to prepare myself was that I took on, I think it's Chris.com or something like that, Chris CDL. Anyways, if you Google search CDL pretest, you can go to this website. Chris, CRIST is in the name of it. I forget what it is, but if you go to that, he's got like a ton of pre-tests that you can take on the left side of the page and basically take the test, fail it, see what you got wrong, and then as long as you understand what you got wrong, then you can get it right the next time. Those test questions were pretty much exactly what was on my test when I went to the DMV out in Salt Lake. So um, I think it's a very good way of studying. It worked for me. I was taking tests like 2 weeks before I even went down there, so I was kind of already ahead of the game. I knew what I was up against. So, um, but Sierra England, they don't really pay much. Um, Here I sit. I've had my CDL for about 3 weeks. I got a job out in North Dakota for a petroleum company. I'm now making $1,800 a week. So versus the 450 a week, you'll make your first month in training when you're out with another trainer, and then you make 650. They say like 12 cents a mile or something stupid. You make $650 a month or a week after your phase one training. So the phase two is 60 days. So you make 450 a week or 650 a week there. I'm already making $1,800 a week over in North Dakota hauling diesel fuel. I mean, I'm not even doing anything. My big ass gets to sit inside of a truck. I fill up a frac driller, and then I get back in the truck, and I just hang out. I do nothing. I really wish I had more of a physical job because I'm a little heavy and I need to work off the weight. But besides walking around the truck, there's really not much I can do. Watch what I eat, but that's all besides the point. Um, but I really don't do anything. I mean, I fill up a truck. I fill up these frac machines with diesel. I pretty much wait till they're out of diesel, and then I fill them up again. That's $25 an hour. It's a 12-hour shift. It's $25 an hour to do that. I'm a glorified fuel attendant. 3 weeks after I got my CDL, it was the best thing I've ever done. I've been to college twice. I went for culinary, and then I went second time for IT. I've been unemployed in both regions for a long time. Got my CDL right away. I'm making really good money. So, CR England, not a bad company. I'm gonna make another video of what their curriculum was really like and kind of break it down for everybody. I've got all the paperwork still. I just got home. This is my first week off. Plain and simple. If you're gonna go and do this, tell your family, tell yourself, and be prepared to not come home and not even probably see a bordering state for the next 3 months. And if you can set that up with yourself and be okay with that, then it's probably a fine way of a fine place to go and do your CDL thing. But if you're like me and you're expecting to come home after a couple weeks, when you get your training done, and then want to be out for the rest of the time, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get to come home. You're going to be out there for a long time. And those trucks aren't really all that big. It can get pretty cramped. It's a decent lifestyle. I mean, I was okay with it. I really was. I just wanted to come home for Christmas. That's all. That's all I was asking for. I did everything that I possibly could to be the best and do the best that was set in front of me, and I still didn't get what I asked for. It was just that one thing. So, but besides that, like I said, England's not a bad company. I would recommend them. I would actually recommend them to go to the school, do what you need to do, and then start looking for other companies like Schneider. I applied for Schneider, and they had a dedicated route here in Montana. They were paying $820 a week for. That's not bad money. I mean, it's not bad. I was home every single day. I got 48 hours of home time every week. So there's your reset right there. You don't have to worry about hours and all that kind of stuff. You're sleeping in the truck, but you're never leaving the state. So you're just going around and around and around. But get your CDL and basically start applying everywhere else that didn't train you. CR England's a driver factory. So is Swift. So is well, Prime isn't, but there's plenty of companies out there that just produce a ton of drivers. But there's a big need for this industry. They need 60,000 new drivers to be able to haul the freight that they have. So it's not a bad way to go. So anyways, thanks for watching my video. Leave any comments if you want. Don't be rude. Don't be a dick, anything like that. Just, if you got questions, I'll answer them the best I can. I went to England. I did the school. I could probably answer some of your questions. So anyways, this is Nate, and I'll talk to you guys later.